All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for another live stream. Last one was quite a few days ago, so it's good to be back with you guys, talking about all things transfer news, Chelsea transfer news. It is buzzing. It is buzzing. Not much happening, but lots of talk is going on. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how each and every one of you guys feel about what's going on. We're going to talk about a couple of news that's floating around. First of all, we're going to talk about Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City and Raheem Sterling as well, the second one that we're going to talk about. Raiding Manchester City at the moment, it seems like two players that are actually very, very good players. Obviously, we're going to start talking about Gabriel Jesus. That's where the interesting part of the conversation is going to be. With us at the moment in the mud with Romelu Lukaku, I think we will be in the market to look for a replacement. And personally, I like the Jesus situation, but we will talk about all of that. And obviously, Raheem Sterling, as I said. Ladies and gentlemen, as we always do in the live stream, we've got nearly 20 people. It's just clocked into 20 within the first 1.5 minutes. Smash the like button as soon as you come in. Let's get those likes up, as we always try to do in the live stream. Try and get to 100 likes by the end of the stream whilst we're there in the live stream. And then from there on, everything else is a bonus. If you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. We are now running wild towards 13,000 subscribers. And thank you so much for all the support that you guys always show to me. And like every other time, I want to give you guys a shout out to each and every one of you guys that has joined in. Nearly 30 of you guys are live right now. I want to give you guys a shout out. And do participate in the conversation today about these two particular players, Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling. Kartik Sharma, good to see you, my man. Kartik Sharma early with the comment over here. In my opinion, Sterling and Jesus isn't a good fit for us. We should look for Nkuku next summer. He was superb yesterday, and he is technically and finishing-wise way better than Werner. We'll talk about all of these options 100%. I tend to think Jesus is a very, very good fit. Sterling, in terms of being a left-sided winger, it's probably better than anything that we have at the moment. So both the players, I have to say, I don't mind. Jesus and Sterling will have more dives than shots in the box. Hey, look, those guys get penalties. I don't mind getting some penalties. Frederick, good to see you, my man. It's been a while. Good to see you here. Point 44, good to see you as well. Harish, big up, Miz. Big up to you as well, Harish. Serves is here. Yo, how you doing? Yazid Albati, Miz, your fan from Melbourne. Keep it up. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Is it cold in Melbourne? Because it's absolutely freezing in Sydney. I would love to know. I think it should be very, very cold. It's cooler in Melbourne. Sumit, good to see you as well. Good to see you as well. Sumit, I hope you're doing well. Ms. Doing all right. I hope you're doing all right. More than 40 people live at the moment. Smash the like button, guys, as we go through this particular shout out. Andre, good to see you. Big up, Ms. Bonolo, good to see you as well. Big up, Ms. Big up to you as well, Bonolo. Daniel, good to see you. I am not so interested. Fair enough. Stefania Austin, good to see you. When we going to buy players, as in buy players or purchase BUY, you mean? Look, I think the transfer market opens June 10th, so a few more days. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it opens in a few days, so we shall see some activities happening very, very soon. Don't worry about that. Valan, good to see you. Jesus, but it does make me wonder why Pep and City are willing to sell Arsenal Jesus and not Mahrez to us. The biggest link is Mikel Arteta, I think. That's the situation. And also Erling Haaland coming in with Alvarez, Julian Alvarez as well for Man City. Jesus's spot has opened up, I suppose. And Mikel Arteta is the biggest factor why Jesus and Man City are willing to do this deal. But we should be in the conversation. We have Champions League football. Arsenal don't have that. So, Mahrez is another player that's been linked in recent times. How much of it is true, I don't know. We shall find out. Germany bossed it against Croatia. So sad to experience such lack of decisiveness. Yeah, Germany to Real Madrid is probably done and dusted. We've missed the boat on that one. We should have got him last season, but we've missed it. G11W, good to see you, my man, as well. Arex Pro Podcast, a lineup of Sterling, Jesus, Dembele. That's what I was thinking as well. Sterling, Jesus, Dembele. That seems quite interesting, if I'm not going to lie. Jeremy, Gigi, George, hi, miss. Good to be here after a long time. Good to see you as well, my man. Good to see you. I'm iTest. Mate, you keep changing your name. I always get thrown off. By the way, Miz, starting a podcast. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Hope it takes off. Victor, good to see you. What's up, my bro, Miz? Everything's doing all right. I hope you're doing okay. Abidjan, good to see you. Justice, good to see you. Everyone's in the house. Matt Chels, good to see you. Hey, Miz, Jesus, Dembele and Sterling as option in the front three, better than what we've got. 100% better. 100% better. I love the look of that. CFC Fahim, good to see you. Deals, good to see you as well. Big up, Miz. Hope you're well, brother. Hit the like button. 100% everyone, hit the like button. Nearly 80 of you guys are live right now. Get those likes up to 80, as we always say. We want to try and get to 100 likes before the stream ends. Arthur, good to see you. Monsieur, good to see you. Bill, good to see you. Victor is in the house as well. Big up to you. Mohammed is in the house. Gabriel's in the house as well. Great to see everyone here. Okay, let's start this discussion about Chelsea transfer. First player that I want to talk about is Gabriel Jesus. I want to see if I can actually bring out this particular news so that we can share it in the screen for the time being. And we can talk about it meanwhile. Give me 1 second. Let me just see if I can. Simon Phillips, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's bring this up. Share that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Simon Phillips, just a moment ago, tweeted out from at Diarios, Diario AS. Who are these guys? Are they like some sort of an Italian publication or something like that? Maybe they are. But yeah, 3 million followers. 3 million followers. Anyway, Chelsea's name has been thrown into the hat to sign Gabriel Jesus this summer. This is what's going around, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I like Gabriel Jesus. I mean, if we think about the situation with Romelu Lukaku, he's got to go. Romelu Lukaku's gone. He's out of here. And I've said it previously, I'm not entirely comfortable moving into the new season with just Havertz and Armando Broja. I don't think that's wise. I feel like that might be a bit lightweight. As much as I want to give Armando Broja some rotational game time, and Havertz, I believe, is a second striker at best. I don't think he's a striker. So with Lukaku leaving, most likely he's leaving. He's done an absolute madness with us, Lukaku. He's got to go. We now need to think about who we want to get. And I think Gabriel Jesus, if you think about the whole situation in regards to the fluid front three that we always talk about under Thomas Tuchel's system, he loves his forward players to be able to, shift around. Left-sided player can sometimes be on the right, sometimes be in the middle. The striker can sometimes drop into midfield and create a false nine scenario. He loves the front three to be able to create chaos and be very, very mobile. From that perspective, Gabriel Jesus to me makes absolute sense. Gabriel Jesus can play anywhere in that front three. He can play on the right side. He can play on the left side. He can play in the middle. We've seen it. Recently, I think he scored a goal against in the international duty against China from that right side. I know China, no disrespect, but not the greatest opponent out there. But we've seen Gabriel Jesus this season do very, very well in the Premier League, whether it's on the left side, whether it's on the right side. Yeah, a lot of people say he's not always clinical, but I feel like this guy, there is still a gear left. He can go a further gear forward. I just want to have a look at his stats and his age as well, which is very, very important. Meanwhile, Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. I'd rather go for Tooney. Something smells fishy. Ivan Tooney is not bad, but is Ivan Tooney someone who can be fluid in the front three? Has his, ball control? How is someone suitable for possession-based football, or is he someone more of a target man? He's a good striker. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good striker, but is he really going to be up to the Chelsea mark? Saka Offense, Miz, long time no see. Hope you're well. 100% doing well, my man. Ivan Toney or Samaka. Samaka, I've seen some really good footage of Samaka, but I think Samaka is going to move internally in Italy. But he's another youngster as well. So I'm not keen to influx our team with so many youngsters. So let me just bring this up. So this is about Gabriel Jesus, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Here we go. 25 years old. He's young, man. He's very young. 25 years old, April 3rd. So he'll be 26 next year. And when's his contract expiring? Okay, we shall see. We shall see on that side. Hold on, give me 1 second. Here we go. Okay, well, that's covered up. Let me see if I can bring it up from... Where's the... Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, here we go. Hold on. Let me just bring up the profile. Where is Ishan? Ishan's at work, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be here. Don't you worry about that during the weekend. Okay, Gabriel Jesus. April 3rd, 1997, 25 years old. And let's have a look. His contract ends. This is it. He's got one more year left, 2023, as you can see over here. So his contract is ending. Yeah, here we go. Contract is ending. He's got one more year left, ladies and gentlemen. This is probably the perfect time. Perfect time to swoop in and get this particular player. I think he gives us a lot of benefit. I think he brings a lot of value into the team. But I want to see what you guys have to say as well. I think this will be a perfect time to get him. He shouldn't cost so much money, even though transfer market is saying he's about 50 million euros, which will be what, approximately about 45 million pounds or just a bit less. Let's have a look at his stats current season. Let's just quickly look at that before we go into some of your comments. I mean, we have to also understand he's played under Pep Guardiola, so he should know possession-based football. He should know how to play the tactical game. He should be very well versed when it comes to, tight spaces and great movement, because all of that you learn under Pep Guardiola. Premier League, 28 games played this season, 8 goals, 9 assists. That's not bad. 1,800 minutes played. He probably should have played a lot more minutes, but they've got a lot of options. Manchester City, Champions League, 8 matches, 4 goals, 1 assist. FA Cup, 4 matches, 1 goal, 1 assist. Overall, 13 goals, 12 assists over 2005. These are nice stats, man. These are decent stats, if I'm being absolutely honest. Let's see what you guys have to say. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Man City are keen to sell Mahrez outside of Prem, but they can't be bothered about Jesus going to Prem teams. It feels like they know something. I don't know, man. I think we might be reading into it too much. Jesus, we should not underestimate Gabriel Jesus. He's a very, very good player. He really is a very good player. Mahrez is the entire City team is extremely good, if I'm being absolutely honest. Let's see what you guys are talking about, though. Lewa going to Barca. Yeah, forget about Lewandowski. His mind is set on Barcelona. He ain't coming to Chelsea. If he comes to Chelsea, I think it's going to be a compromise. For me, Jesus is third option for me. Who are your first two? Give me your first two. I mean, realistic ones that we are linked with. Because at the moment the striker situation is quite dry. There are not many good strikers at the moment that we could go out there and buy. Harry Kane, if Tottenham wants Romelu Lukaku and we can get a swap with Harry Kane, why not? Jeremy Miz, correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard chat he's not consistent enough, and that's why he doesn't start every game. We have enough players who score goals only in spells. I don't know, because Manchester City have a lot of options. They've got Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, they've got Gabriel Jesus, they've got Sterling, they've got Foden. They've got a lot of options that they can play with, and Pep generally likes to rotate a lot. But those stats, 13 goals, 12 assists, 41 matches, 2005, I like that. That's 25 goal contribution. That's decent, man. And he's 25, mind you. He's 25. I think there's a lot of upside to this particular transfer. Relax, the transfer window isn't open. Stop being entitled. Bill is saying he's good for us, works and runs all day. Yeah, that's the other thing. His work rate is very, very good. Jesus, 25 to 30 million. Totally agree, bruv. Yeah, look, transfer stats is saying he's about 50 million euros, but he's only got one more season left. Surely he's going to be sold. Like, with Erling Haaland coming in, he's definitely going to be sold. So I don't think it should be 50 million euros. I think it should be somewhere around 30 to 40 million. If we can get about 40 million pounds, let's just say, I think that's a decent amount of money on the last 1 year left in the contract. Yeah, he's a young player, but I think 40 million could do the trick. That's what I'm believing. Could Angerin do a Chalobah and get squad number? Maybe. Oh, man. I would love to see Angerin, but I think he's going to go for another loan. His loan obviously didn't work out for the Russian team. I can't remember. Spartak Moscow. Obviously he got injured. Then he went to Huddersfield. Didn't get enough time there. I don't know if he's going to get a squad number, man. I don't think he will. He's probably going to have to humble himself and look for another. He's going to have to look for another loan option, probably in the Championship, and see if he can last the entire season and do well, and then see what he can do after that. But it all depends on the preseason. Let's see how he does. Daniel, thank you so much for the super chat. Jesus is great in tight position, Brazilian touch. Exactly. This is what I mean. There's a lot of upside to this particular player. He should be well versed in regards to playing the possession-based football, playing in tight spaces. It's very important. We're going to come across teams that are going to generally sit deep and stay very compact. And we need players like Gabriel Jesus, who knows how to manipulate within tight spaces. So it's very, very important. I like that. And he's been doing very good for Brazil as well, if I'm being absolutely honest. Jesus is a great in tight position, Brazilian touch. I would love to see him in blue. We don't have players like him. Sterling is diver. I hate to watch him. Yeah, look, I know Sterling is a diver, but at the end of the day, when you just take that diving side away, he's not a bad player. Richarlison, look, I don't mind him either, but for me, Richarlison, I don't know whether he's going to be extremely good in tight spaces, whether he's going to be good against a low block. He's a different profile. I don't think he's a Gabriel Jesus type of profile. Aerially, I think Richarlison is better. He's definitely a goal scorer. Maybe along with Ousmane Dembele, and if we have another winger, if he comes in, maybe Richarlison through the middle could be a very good prospect. And Richarlison's another one that's looking to leave Everton, but does he fit that fluid front three scenario that Thomas Tuchel wants? I'm not completely convinced about that, but happy to be proven wrong, man. But for me, Gabriel Jesus. Arthur Wong, Liverpool doesn't have a target man, but they have the best passing forward in the business. Firmino, hence loads of Salah, Mane goals. Exactly. And this is what we hope to get, that the front three can share the load. If Gabriel Jesus can give us 13 goals, 12 assists again next season, if he was to come to us, and then along with, let's say, Raheem Sterling and Ousmane Dembele, share the load out, why not? And then obviously Mason Mount from midfield. It doesn't necessarily have to be one player. Share the load out and just pump in enough goals. Princeton, No matter whatever happens, we cannot let go Broha. Many top clubs are interested on him. Hope he shines in preseason. Very, very good point. Let's talk a little bit about Armando Broha, ladies and gentlemen. Over 140 live right now. Let's get those likes up to 100 immediately. Straight away. The target for the live stream, ladies and gentlemen, is to get 100 likes, and then from there on, everything else is a bonus. We're going to have a fantastic conversation like we're doing right now. In regards to Armando Broha, look, I don't want him to be sold. I think there's a big time player in Armando Broja, but I can't see how we move into next season with Armando Broja leading the line. I don't think we should be putting that much pressure on a youngster like Armando Broja, who's still got a little bit more to develop before he can start leading the line. I have no issues if he wants to be a squad player, but it's now up to Armando Broja. He's signed a 5-year contract. 1 year has gone, so he's got 4 more seasons left. If someone like West Ham comes in and offers Armando Broja 70, 80, 90K a week, it's gonna turn his head. He's gonna have to think twice. I think Chelsea will do everything to keep him, but if Armando Broja at the end of the day wants money, and he wants to start his career, and he doesn't want to be a squad player. He wants to start. And if West Ham offers him a starting, option, it's totally up to Armando Broja. But not everything is Chelsea's fault. Chelsea cannot now sit down with Armando Broja and say, you know what, you're going to be a starter. I think that would be naive for Armando Broja to start for us right now. But if West Ham is going to offer him that, it's only Armando Broja who can say no to West Ham. Chelsea will say no because we want to keep this player. He's a very, very good player. Unless, West Ham comes up with something ridiculous, 40, 50 million pounds. Do you know what I mean? 50 million pounds, let's just say, for Armando Broja. Armando Broja, he had a very good season last season. He was balling out. He showcased his skills, robust pace, good finishing. I think he can definitely be part of the fluid front three that Thomas Tuchel looks for. But later on in the season, it all sort of fizzled out a little bit, and I feel like that's where that experience is needed. And I would like to see him go out on one more loan, and that's if Armando Broja is up for it. He may just say that, you know what, I've done my loan spells, and now I want to start. Then it's really up to Armando Broja. Not all of these decisions are just purely on the club itself, Chelsea. If the player wants to leave, we can't do anything about it. Bang is saying we should sue Lukaku if he actually engineered the whole shenanigans with Inter. It seems like he has engineered it. It seems like he has engineered it, and I want him gone. And I wish we could sue him. This whole situation has turned out to be the biggest fraudulent affair I can even imagine, if I'm being absolutely honest. But I don't know if we can sue him or not. Marvo, I have a feeling Chelsea will sell Broja if we get a good offer for him. We can't keep everyone. Exactly, man. We can't keep everyone. As I said, I would prefer someone like Gabriel Jesus to come in. Wealth of experience in the Premier League, knows how to win Premier League with Manchester City. They've won plenty of Premier Leagues. He's only got 1 more season left. Erling Haaland's coming in. So his position is going to be up for grabs, obviously. And I think we can benefit with a player like Gabriel Jesus, undoubtedly. Okay, let's have a look at what Monsieur's saying. We often forget that we play all the competition. Broja will have playing time if he comes, and he is good even more. I would take the risk. He will have playing time in the Premier League too with the Fives. Look, this is what I've been saying. I've got no issues if Armando Broja wants to be a squad player. If we get Gabriel Jesus and Armando Broja is the second striker, I've got no issues with that. But is Armando Broja willing to be that? Or is he someone who's going to demand starting position? That's my issue. That's where I get a bit worried that these players they truly think they're ready now. And maybe they are. Do you know what I mean? I personally don't think they are, but they could be thinking they are. Because at the end of the day, these players, they believe in themselves a lot. And then once they do believe in that manner, and when they see teams like West Ham coming for them, and if West Ham can offer regular starting minutes, it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop that scenario. Give us Bowen and they can have Brugge. Look, Bowen is a very, very good winger as well. I can't deny. Um, but Dembele, if we hopefully we get Dembele, and then on the left side, I don't mind if we get someone like Sterling, who we will talk very, very soon. I think Christian Pulisic is probably there's something in there. He's probably going to leave. I thought he was going to stay, but now I'm starting to think maybe he could leave. But we'll talk about that whole scenario very, very soon. Werner and Ziyech out, Dembele and Sterling in. Thoughts, Miz? Look, I like that. I like that. As much as I love Ziyech, honestly, I love him. But if Thomas Tuchel doesn't change his three at the back situation, Ziyech being 30 as well, this is probably the right time to make some money out of him and then move him on, and bring in someone like Dembele and Sterling. So I've got no issues with that. I think Sterling is 27 as well. Raheem Sterling age. Yeah, he's 27. He's going to be 28 later this year in December. So it's a perfect case scenario, if I'm being absolutely honest. Sterling is probably in his prime days at the moment. So yeah, that's a bit of that. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Would prefer Basuma, yeah, in regards to midfielders, yeah, 100%. Deba Smith, thank you so much for joining. Who would you prefer out of Sterling and Jesus? It would have to be Jesus. If it's between two, if we can't get both of them, if we can only get one, it will have to be Gabriel Jesus between the two. Let me just put out a poll. Let's see what you guys say about Gabriel Jesus. Would you prefer Gabriel Jesus at Chelsea? Yes, no, let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, participate in that poll that's up. I want to see if you guys would prefer Gabriel Jesus or not for Chelsea. Yeah, we need Gabriel Jesus more. Deals is saying, Miz, if we get rid of Ziyech, who's going to be back up for Dembele? So, look, we're not going to get rid of everyone, right? So, if Ziyech leaves, you know it's going to be Callum Hudson-Odoi staying. If Pulisic goes, you know it's going to be Sterling. Lukaku goes, then it's Gabriel Jesus. You still have Havertz. And you could probably still use Mason Mount up front as well. So, look, yeah, if Ziyech goes, then it's going to be Callum Hudson-Odoi. Callum Hudson-Odoi is probably going to be backing up both the wing position with Dembele, and Sterling as well is there. Yeah, I mean, and maybe we could open up a space for a academy player like Harvey Vell, perhaps, to get some minutes here and there in the FA Cup, in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, I don't know if Pulisic leaves as well. I'm not really sure if Hakim Ziyech goes. Like, if we think about if Romelu Lukaku goes, Jesus comes in, Gabriel Jesus. Like, I'm just sort of assuming here. If Pulisic goes, probably Sterling, and then Dembele is just coming in because he's on a free, and maybe he's coming in for Timo Werner. Maybe Timo Werner leaves for Dembele, and then Ziyech and Callum Hudson-Odoi both stays in that perspective. But if Ziyech goes, I don't see how Pulisic then leaves. Daniel's saying, what would happen to Havertz if we buy striker? I don't know, after 2 years, where is the best position? He should be second striker. He should be second striker. Or a cam. We could look at a situation where we can play 4-2-3-1. If we play 4-2-3-1, we can play with Jesus up front. We can play with Dembele on the right. We can play with Sterling on the left and Havertz in the middle, just behind Gabriel Jesus. That's the way I'm picturing it. Arsenal will get Jesus. This is the thing. Why aren't we in the mix for this? Why should Arsenal beat us? Arsenal don't even have Champions League football. We have Champions League football. We should be able to convince Gabriel Jesus to come to us. Arsenal should not be able to do the trick here. Gabriel Jesus, if he's got any aspirations of winning Champions League, you got to come to Chelsea Football Club. You're not winning it with Man City, and you're definitely not going to win it with Arsenal. I find it strange that he's so keen to go to Arsenal. Obviously, they've got Mikel Arteta there, but we should be in the mix for this. I'm very very surprised that we're not in the mix for this particular situation. We should definitely sign Nkunku this summer. Absolute baller. Here's the other thing with Nkunku. I mean, look, I've seen some of his matches. He's a very very good player. He could definitely play anywhere in the front three as well. But are you guys not one bit worried about Nkunku? Honestly speaking, like, do you think he comes in and there's going to be no time, no adaptation time, and he's just going to fit in like a glove? Like, is there a sense of worry at all? Like, me personally, I get worried about these Bundesliga players. I know not everyone should be like that, and I know it's a lot to do with Timo Werner, and not every player is going to be like Timo Werner. I completely understand that, and Nkunku is far better in terms of technicality, in terms of finishing. I get that. But I get worried that this player is going to come in, and it's a league we should be very. We can't take Premier League lightly, man. Like, this is not a child's play. This is a dangerous league. And someone like Gabriel Jesus is Premier League proven. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's won the Premier League with Man City multiple times. And we could probably get him for cheaper. And Nkunku ain't going to be cheap. I'm telling you right now. Nkunku is not going to be cheap. So that's just my perspective on it. Let's see what you guys have to say before we move on to the Raheem Sterling scenario. Nkunku worth 50 to 60 million, not 80 million, even 50 to 60. I think we can probably get Gabriel Jesus for cheaper. I have doubts with Nkunku after seeing Werner. Look, I don't think he's going to be bad as Werner, but I get worried when I see Bundesliga players getting so. And if you have a look at Nkunku's goals in Bundesliga, you'll see it is carbon copy of how Timo Werner used to score. Plethora of space, honestly. And you're not going to get that in the Premier League. Exactly, Miz, you spoke what's on my mind. And the thing about Nkunku, as soon as you don't score for 2-3 games in the Premier League, wait till the Chelsea fans come after you. Are you going to be able to take that kind of pressure? I'm very, very worried about that kind of stuff. With Gabriel Jesus, you're tried and tested. Monsieur, for me, I would take Dembele and Jesus. Dembele is free and Jesus only costs about 50 million euro max. We will have money to buy somewhere else. Hopefully we get someone like Dembele done and dusted. He should be coming to Chelsea. He will be feeding it into Gabriel Jesus day in, day out. And you know one thing about Gabriel Jesus, from playing in Manchester City, they'll be able to tap it in. And this is why I think someone like Sterling would be great as well. We're going to start talking about Sterling. Jesus should be able to be fed by Dembele all day long, and that's why I like that scenario. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about Gabriel Jesus now as well, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling is being linked as well, and I think this could possibly happen because Christian Pulisic could be on the way out. I initially thought maybe not, but this is what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Raheem Sterling has reportedly been offered to Chelsea this summer. Raheem Sterling undoubtedly is better than any of our wingers right now. Right now, the Chelsea wingers that we have, Raheem Sterling is better than them. His stats in recent times has been declining from 2 seasons ago, but it's still damn good. It is still damn good. I'm pretty sure his goal contribution was just like Gabriel Jesus as well. Let us just check this out. Raheem Sterling. Let's check this out. And he'll be very, very good in that left side, 100%. Let's just bring this up. Raheem Sterling, 27 years old, left-sided winger. Another one, contract expiring in 1 year. Here's another one. He's only got one more season left. One more season left at Manchester City. So City either will have to extend his contract or they're going to have to let him go. Transfer market saying 85 million euros. I doubted you're going to get that in the last season. No way you're getting that for the last season. Let's have a look at his stats, current season. It's still very good. However, it has declined from the last couple of seasons, but it's still very, very good. 30 Premier League games, 13 goals, 6 assists. 12 Champions League games, 3 goals, 2 assists. Overall, 17 goals, 9 assists over 47 games. That's 26 goal contribution. That's still very good. Much better than anything that we have. Valan is saying, thank you so much for the super chat, Valan. No to Sterling, it's not financially beneficial. What do you mean financially not beneficial? Let me know about that. I mean, with one season to go, I don't think Sterling should cost 85 million euros. That's ridiculous. I wouldn't say Sterling should cost that much. But if we can get Sterling for about 50 million, Jesus for about 40 million, why not? They only have one more season left. Sterling's 27. He's in his prime as well, man. He's in his prime. I don't know why any of us should be against this situation. Ladies and gentlemen, over 180 live right now. Let's get those likes up to 100 immediately. Only 30 more likes away from 100. We're going to talk about Raheem Sterling to Chelsea. So get in on the act. Let's get those likes up to 100 and participate in the poll as well. So far, 72% of you guys are saying yes to Gabriel Jesus to Chelsea after 96 votes. So participate on that. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Sterling and Dembele wages would be close to 700k. Okay, so the wages, fair enough. But think about it this way. We definitely need to be financially very smart. We need to do something about our wages. But we've got Timo Werner on 270 odd K. He's wasting a lot of our money. We've got 325k on Romelu Lukaku. He's wasting a lot of money. Christian Pulisic is on high wages as well, if he was to leave. I think Christian Pulisic is somewhere around 150, 160 million odd too. So, and we've already lost few of our players too, from free agencies. So look, I have no issues in paying good quality players money, but some of these players will have to be humble as well. Like, personally, I don't know. Here's the thing about Raheem Sterling now. Here's the thing about Raheem Sterling. Personally, I can't see how Raheem Sterling comes to Chelsea. Because from Raheem Sterling's point of view, and this is so different to Gabriel Jesus, because yes, Gabriel Jesus has won same sort of trophies as Raheem Sterling, but with Raheem Sterling, he's been far more involved with Manchester City. So the way I look at it, what else does Raheem Sterling has to prove in the Premier League? I'm thinking for Raheem Sterling, if he was to leave Manchester City, you would have to go to Real Madrid. You'd think about maybe you'd go to Real Madrid. Real Madrid needs a right-sided winger as well. I know Eden Hazard is starting to look good. Next season could be Eden Hazard season, but Eden Hazard likes to be on the left. Vinicius Jr. is on the left. For Raheem Sterling, I don't know why he would choose Chelsea Football Club as opposed to Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is 25. He's still young. He could look for a different opportunity. With Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez at Manchester City, he may think that obviously his days are numbered. With Sterling, he may just say, look, I've had enough of Premier League. I've done everything. Maybe I'll now look for a different league. So I personally don't think he's going to come. But having said that, if there was an opportunity, I don't see why we can't do that. And we can always fancy up the finances. You know, it doesn't necessarily all have to be high wages. We can look at bonuses. We can look at add-ons. And someone like Raheem Sterling, if he was to come to Chelsea Football Club, should not expect the caliber of wages that he's getting at Man City. He's a bit older now, although prime, but still not producing the same level of output that he was producing for Man City. So this is the thing. I don't expect Sterling to move to Chelsea. If he was looking for more money, he's probably going to go to someone like Real Madrid, PSG. Highly doubt PSG is up for it. There's not too many clubs out there that can buy someone like Sterling at the moment, besides someone like Chelsea, if I'm being absolutely honest. And as I said, we are already burning a lot of money with Timo Werner, with Romelu Lukaku. I'm sure we can spread that out and give some of these money to players that actually are going to make a bit of a difference. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat again. If Sterling doesn't bang, we're screwed getting rid. Look, I know we are all a bit worried about who bangs and who doesn't bang. We're so scarred by what has happened to us with Romelu Lukaku's situation, with Timo Werner's situation, with all our forwards that we have. But sooner or later, it's got to change. It's got to change. Surely we cannot be in this mud forever. But let me know. I'm going to end this poll with Gabriel Jesus one very soon, and I'm going to ask you guys about the Christian Pulisic and Sterling. Would you guys? I personally think there is something in regards to Christian Pulisic to Liverpool. I think Liverpool are sniffing this situation a little bit. Sadio Mane most likely moving to Liverpool, which means there's going to be a spot open there for Liverpool. And Jurgen Klopp likes Pulisic. I honestly thought Pulisic doesn't leave, but with the World Cup coming up, he's probably going to want regular minutes too. Us having American owners, I thought Pulisic stays, but can he be guaranteed regular minutes? I'm not sure. Liverpool has American owners as well. Does he start for Liverpool? I don't think so. You know, when you've got Jota, Salah, Luis Diaz, you're probably not going to be a regular over there. You're going to get time from the bench. Next season, 5 subs as well. So you have to think about that. Christian Pulisic, even if he stays at Chelsea, he will get game time. But do you look at the situation where if Pulisic was to go to Liverpool, would you be okay with Sterling? Would you be okay for Sterling to replace Christian Pulisic? Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Noni Maduke from PSV is someone we should watch. I've got no idea who this player is, but a couple of players from PSV. I think Sengare or Senagre or whatever his name is, he's from PSV, I believe, as well. Gakpo is another one from PSV. PSV seems like got quite a lot of players. Pulisic is not starting winger, honestly. That's what I've been saying as well. I don't think he's going to start for Liverpool if he was to think about going there, and for Chelsea as well. I mean, if we get Dembele and if we replace Lukaku with Jesus, he could possibly get a start on the left side for us because we don't have anyone at the moment that could possibly start on the left. I think he should get that nod ahead of Callum Hudson-Odoi. I don't think Ziyech should start on the left anyway, and I think Timo Werner should move on. So, look, Pulisic may probably start. If he stays and we don't bring in anyone new, just Dembele and Jesus, then Dembele, Jesus, and Pulisic could be the front three. But yeah, let me just quickly end this poll, and I want to put a new poll in. Looks like majority of you guys would want Gabriel Jesus to come to Chelsea. I'm going to put another poll in. Let's see what you guys have to say about this one. Raheem Sterling to replace Pulisic. Raheem Sterling to replace Pulisic. Yes or no? Okay, there we go. I'll put that in. Participate on that particular poll, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you're keen on Raheem Sterling. I would not be okay with Sterling replacing Pulisic. Aka, let me know why not. Let me know why not. You won't be keen on that. Pulisic on form is one of the best players in the Premier League. On form, but how often has he been on form? That's the issue. Sangari, yes, okay. Dexter S. It would have been great if Leeds were relegated last season. Imagine getting Rafinha for 25 million. Yeah, that would have been a very good, option, cheap option, 25 million, and we get someone like Rafinha. But now Rafinha, even for Barcelona, he's been touted at about 50 million. It's a bit too much. Deals, Miz, have you heard of David Roms, his left wing back? Yeah, heard of him. I've seen him for Germany. He's fairly good. Someone we've been linked with as well. Borna Souza is someone we've been linked with. Cucurella. So there's a lot of players there. Akaka, how many players have sold and they've gone on to better things? Salah, KDB, we can't give up on our young players like Pulisic. Well, see, the thing is, with Salah and KDB, we forget we didn't get to see them enough. We only saw them for about a season, couple of seasons max. With Christian Pulisic, he's been with Chelsea Football Club for 3 seasons. 3 seasons. So I'll leave it to you guys. Are you guys still willing to give another shot? Like for me, as I said in my previous videos, I'm at a point where I'm not bothered. If he stays, fantastic. If he goes, good luck to him. I'm okay to see him for one more season. Okay, Anusha, why are you talking about Sterling? If you're saying Chelsea won't be signing him, is talking about a signing which is possible for Chelsea. I'm talking about Sterling because there's a news. There's a news, my man. Here's the news. Raheem Sterling has reportedly been offered to Chelsea this summer. This is why I'm talking about him. I personally don't think it's going to happen, but I'm talking about him because there's news on him. I'm not just making up some sort of news here. Predumna, not okay with Sterling Pulisic swap. Pulisic turns up in big games every time. Yeah, but who's more consistent? Sterling or Pulisic? Who's more consistent in regards to scoring? There we go. Sky Spider. Pulisic is not consistent at all. That's the thing. Tibe, Pulisic is another overrated foreign export. Mohamed Izay, Rafinha or Bowen would be great. Bowen, yeah, Rafinha as well. But Sterling, I think Sterling is... Can you imagine? Ousmane Dembele, Gabriel Jesus, and Sterling. Ousmane Dembele whipping in those crosses. Sterling is someone who is well versed for the tapping goals. He's someone who understands how to hug that far post. We don't have players that are smart. Like we've had Hakim Ziyech play for us, and he would whip in those crosses, and not a single one gets tapped in. I think there was one that was done by Ben Chilwell in the first season when Hakim Ziyech came in. But no one seems to understand Hakim Ziyech's game. Someone like Sterling would have absolutely fed on that particular situation. And I think Dembele coming in, hopefully, as I keep saying, will be whipping in those crosses, and Sterling should be on that far post, banging and tapping them in. So from that perspective, I feel like Sterling understands that game, and he understands it because of Pep Guardiola in Man City. Shubra, I prefer another creator rather than a goal scorer. Sterling is more of a goal scorer for me. Look, if we get someone like Ousmane Dembele, who is a creative winger, is not really known for scoring goals, Jesus hopefully can bang in goals. You do need another striker. If we get another creator, then where are the goals coming from? So that's why there's that balance. You've got Dembele with the creation, Gabriel Jesus with a bit of both, and then Sterling with a lot more goals. For me, that makes a lot of sense. Senagre is, and not pronouncing player names correctly, name me a better joke. Sorry about that, man. I'm a bit like Matisse. I'm a bit like Matisse on this case. Aka, Klopp wants Pulisic. Doesn't mean anything to you guys. He isn't as bad what we think when the second best manager in the world wants him. Look, I love how sometimes fans look at situation, or this manager wants him and that manager wants him. It's like when I hear Thomas Tuchel loves Declan Rice. Declan Rice is a very good player, but is he a supreme DM? Like, personally for me, no. It's like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, Klopp wants Pulisic, that's fine. There's many. Yeah, we want Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele is known to be, injury prone, right? He's known to be injury prone, but we still want him. We can't be thinking about it in that perspective. Great. Ehian Dembele is a creative player, 100%. Sterling, Dembele, and Jesus front three would be most athletic front three in the league. Prefer for Tuchel's high press. Exactly. The work rate. We can't be underestimating Sterling and Jesus. Honestly, I can't believe how some of you guys are underestimating these two players. These two players balling out for Man City, honestly. And they would suit Thomas Tuchel's philosophy, undoubtedly. Okay, I'm going to take a few more comments and we're going to wrap things up. Over 200 of you guys are live right now. Smash the like button. Only 13 likes away from 100 likes. Let's get those likes up. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe as well. Mohamed Azez, Sterling is another one who can't do it himself and needs service. We must sort out our midfield if we sign him. Look, Dembele is going to be a creative midfield, creative winger. Gabriel Jesus should have that chemistry as well. And we've seen he can deliver assists. But you're right. From midfield, there needs to be creation. And I'm looking at someone like Kovacic to up his assist counts. The thing about assist is it's not... You're relying on a goal scorer to put things away. So this season, had we just put away some of the goals that we should be putting away, we wouldn't be talking about service, because I feel like we do get service, not enough. That we definitely need more service. I'm not denying that, but I think some of our stats are looking strange because some of the service that we've got, our forwards have not put them away. Bill, big games. He plays one good game and he's missing in the next three. Paul must go sell him Italy or Spain. There you go. Lots of talk going on in regards to Pulisic. Liam, Pulisic will play better in a wide area if we were to switch formation to a 4. I think that's with a lot of our attacking players. Ziyech is the same thing. If we switch to a 4 and make him the widest right player, Ziyech will look very good as well. Dexter, Dembele is injury prone, but when he's fit, he's world class. Objectively speaking, and based on stats, no winger has been better than Dembele in 2022. Can't say same thing about Pulisic. There you go. Ousmane Dembele has got to come in. He's got to come into Chelsea. We need that creative winger. Daniel, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Why any striker that CFC buys flops? Man, it's a proper juju that we have, honestly. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is the expectation? Is the weight? Is the like they just can't handle the fans? Are we playing the striker role, incorrectly? Look at the Lukaku situation. Yes, a lot of it is Lukaku's fault, but have we utilized Lukaku properly? Maybe that's the case. That's why I don't mind us going for someone like Gabriel Jesus, of playing with a fluid front three where we don't necessarily need to have an out-and-out like a Costa or a Diego Costa or a Didier Drogba style of a striker. We can have someone like Gabriel Jesus who can do a lot of stuff like a Firmino style and share the goals load across the front three. So yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that one bit. Okay, we're going to take one more comment. Alex Miz, we need a register. That's the most important thing. We will talk about this in the next video. I'll talk about midfield. I really want to talk about Frankie de Jong, how we're not interested in him. So lots of stuff going on there. But you're right. I feel like we need a register. People tell me Pulisic doesn't suit our system. WTF is our system. None of our attackers have been good under Tuchel. Tuchel is struggling to get the best out of the attackers. He needs to do better. I think Tuchel kind of admitted to that right at the end of the season, that he'll do everything possible to get the best out of our attackers. If he needs to change the system, he will do that. But I do agree. Maybe the system has hurt some of our attackers. Definitely. I have to be honest. But look, just to end the whole situation, ladies and gentlemen, I don't... First of all, absolutely would not mind Gabriel Jesus to come in to Chelsea Football Club. I think he would be a decent replacement for Romelu Lukaku, with Dembele coming in, hopefully as well. He would feed someone like Gabriel Jesus all day long. And Gabriel Jesus fits anywhere in that front three, and he would be brilliant in terms of fluid front three situation that Thomas Tuchel likes. And in terms of Raheem Sterling, I personally don't think Raheem Sterling will come to Chelsea Football Club. But then again, I think he would be an upgrade as well. He would definitely be an upgrade. With Christian Pulisic probably leaving, I thought maybe he's not, but maybe there is something in there. Personally, I don't think Raheem Sterling is coming. In terms of Gabriel Jesus, he's more likely to go towards Arsenal, but I don't understand why we're not in this conversation. So it's mad. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the poll with the Raheem Sterling. It's a very tight one. Raheem Sterling to replace Pulisic. Yes, 52%. No, 49%. So it's very, very tight there. Hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. I'll be back again, hopefully tomorrow, but there probably might be another premiere later today. I'm doing something with Ryan, talking about the midfield, so do look out for that premiere down the track. Hope you guys have really enjoyed this. Smash the like button, get those likes up to well over 100. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification as well. It's been a pleasure talking to each and every one of you guys. Until next time, see ya.